Good evening, I'm Dan Wolf.
And I'm Laura Lee. Thanks for joining us. The Duluth City Council has unanimously approved making the library a bonding priority when making their ask to the Minnesota legislature this year.
And Mayor Reinert's plan to involve housing and commercial in a new look library has prompted a lot of questions and concerns from the public. Northern News Now's Cara Kopp was at tonight's council meeting and shares what some stakeholders had to say.
I think expanding the functions is something that will bring out the best in our society.
The community came out by the dozens Monday night, many of them sharing their thoughts on the City Council's vote to approve the 2024 legislative bonding resolution, which includes asking for funding to reconceptualize the downtown library project.
Well, I am very excited about revitalization of downtown projects, especially the library. I have a lot of concerns when it comes to mixing it with commercial retail.
Similar concerns have been flooding into the City Council's email. One resident asked the council to vote no on the resolution, saying, "How about a library just being a library?" Another said she was worried the actual size of the library will decrease. Seeing these concerns flooding in, Mayor Roger Reinert wanted to clarify a few things.
Number one, no intention of closing or not having a library presence downtown.
Reinert says he understands what the downtown library means to Duluth. That's why he's asking the City Council to seek $500,000 from the legislature in the upcoming session to pay for a planning study. The simple fact is it needs an upgrade, but what's included in the final vision for the space needs to be decided.
I would also just remind everybody we're talking about a resolution that says to the legislature, here's what we could use some help with. And number one on that list is drinking water.
There are 5 items on that list, with the library sitting at number 5. Reinert says its placement on his priority list shows his commitment to keeping the downtown library alive.
It remains a priority.
In Duluth, Cara Kopp, Northern News Now.
As far as Mayor Reinert's other top legislative bonding priorities, they include repairs and rehab for the Lakewood water treatment plant, significant structural repairs to the aerial lift bridge, Lot D rehab, and a Spirit Valley Community Center. Reinert says he'd also like to see state money for a new airport control tower, deck improvements, and armory redevelopment.